Hello and welcome, and happy Easter 2026. Today we're going to look at a guitar that I did a little sneak preview on. This is a 2022 Gibson SG Special. This is a really neat guitar, and it's a fairly affordable offering from Gibson. Sweetwater has these listed at $1,600. I picked this up on Reverb with a few blemishes. It had some hanger reaction from a guitar hanger and the reaction with the nitrocellulose, so there was a little bit of a markings on each side of the headstock. It wasn't disclosed, and was kind of disappointed, but it's no big deal. You guys know I love dinged and dented guitars and everything like that. It's a really beautiful specimen with two P90s. I noticed that the impedance for both of those pickups were exactly the same. And like a lot of guys, I do a lot of research on YouTube before I buy a guitar. Sometimes I do a lot of research after I buy the guitar, interestingly enough. But an old gentleman from the UK, well, I say old in the most respected sense of the word, the Guitaristas fella, he had one. He loves SGs like me, and he couldn't get that bridge pickup to sound good. He went through some videos. I'll try to link to his video because it's pretty interesting. He did a couple videos with this guitar, but what he did was he tried to replace the pickups, and he didn't have much luck. The bridge pickup on this thing stock is kind of thin and trebly, and I couldn't really remedy that. At first I was just like, oh, just adjust your tone. That's what the tone's for. But it was really out of balance with the very sweet sounding neck pickup. The neck sounded great. So I did get a Seymour Duncan high output pickup. I can't remember what the model is. I'll put that in the description too. But it's like 15K, 14 or 15K. And it really does make a big difference on this pickup configuration. So I think you want the heavier pickup in the bridge. Let's look at the Sweetwater, I'll read it to you aloud, description of the legendary SG Special lives on. Officially in its sixth decade of turning heads and rattling eardrums, the Gibson SG Special continues to invite superlatives and adoration for its iconic body design and absolute mind-blowing tone. Wow, that's quite a description. Launched in 1961, the SG Special became a staple stage act for legends like Pete Townsend, Angus Young, Frank Zappa, and Tony Iommi, just to name a few. Its incredible balance and unique playability continues to win over legions of young players as they fall instantly in love with this bona fide classic. Staying true to its origins, the SG Special features an all-mahogany body with a slim taper neck profile and a rosewood fingerboard. These time-tested materials produce a resonant tone that many can identify when blindfolded. Two Soap Bar P90 pickups magnify all that resonance and searing hot, defined single-coil tone. The SG Special is just one of the seminal guitars that helped launch the golden era of rock and roll, and there is no doubt it will continue to rock the stages and garages of players for decades to come. It is a nice legacy. It is a cool guitar. There might be a little hyperbole there. It says, dare to sound different with the P90s. You know I've been on a P90 kick lately if you watch any of my videos, and this guitar is part of that obsession. I do like the slim tapered neck. It's very nice. It's a plucked guitar like all of them are pretty much now, and it plays really fantastically. It sounds great. It's got the lightning bar bridge. I thought I'd probably change that to a badass, a little more adjustable, but honestly, it's working great. It sounds great. There's nothing that needs to be done here. The only thing I wanted to do was once again change it to that Seymour Duncan high output P90 for the bridge pickup. It's just a wonderful guitar. It's got a great neck. It's got the classic tuners that kind of mimic what they had in '61 with the Cloisons and the white buttons. All mahogany, rosewood fingerboard, nitro finish, the compensated wraparound with lightning, that's what I call it, whatever. And the vintage deluxe tuners with white buttons, as I mentioned. Just a really great, versatile guitar. You can get a lot of tones with 2 pickups now. You also know I'm a Junior fan. You only need one P90 and a tone and a volume to change the world. But this is a nice option, and I think it looks great with 2 P90s on there. The back of the headstock looks great, as you can see, with those deluxe tuners. And this is a 2022 model. You can decipher that serial number. I used to hide my serial numbers. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters anymore. And it's proof that this was actually my guitar. So just a great looking ebony black on black with the multi-layered pick guard on this thing. Very, very classy looking. I love the binding on the specials. Strange how sometimes Gibson includes the binding on a special and doesn't include it on other guitars, especially the SG. When you're talking about like Les Pauls, there's a big difference between like a studio and a standard and a custom. It's very visibly easy to see the differences. On an SG, that's not really so, because they rarely have any kind of like body binding or anything. So there you have it. It's the Gibson SG Special, and it's pretty affordable, and it comes with a great case too. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate your viewership, and I appreciate your subscription too. Take care of yourselves now. Bye-bye.